Yeah, I'm just still asking again. I just wanted to build on a topic that I spoke on my last live, giving up fear. And when I speak of fear, I'm also speaking about um, giving up fear of the Most High. The mo- while to a certain degree, any interaction with Krishna, the all-attractive, supreme personality of Godhead, is spiritual. On the highest level, the whole purpose of connecting back to the Most High is to develop love for Him. Because Krishna doesn't really um, get much joy out of reverence. God doesn't get it's just like a celebrity, After a while, all the adoration gets old, and they want to live like normal human beings. They want to interact with friends and family, and they want to go out and walk in the street like normal human beings. And God is just like that. And what God really wants is love, our spontaneous love for Him. And because He exists in the heart of every living entity, when we are able to develop love for God, we naturally will not want to kill even an ant, because we understand we are all connected. And because those who are actually serving Him are actually his messengers, his representatives. And because He is absolute, they are also non different from Him in that sense. And those who reach the highest spiritual understanding are those who have genuine love for the Most High, and they are able to interact with, become. That is the way one becomes actually qualified to interact with the Most High. So when Krishna came to this planet, or any planet for that matter, he doesn't interact with any normal being, any average being. He comes with all his associates, all his devotees, all those who are actually connected with him and have a specific type of relationship with him. And they don't even see him as God. They just see him as a very charismatic person who they love, because they have developed their consciousness to that level. And when one understands the intricacies of karma, he's able to transcend these sufferings of life, which have nothing to do with the Most High, because He has given us free will. It is not that we have to give up responsibilities in life and go in the forest and meditate. No. We have to act in ways which are pleasing to the Most High. It doesn't mean that we have to leave our jobs, or stop associating with people, but actually we have to act for Krishna, act for the Most High. But the difference is, we don't do it for our own selfish aims or our own sense gratification. We're not doing it because we want to go to heaven, experience heavenly pleasures. we're doing it because it pleases the Most High, and this is what gives us real spiritual happiness. So even if we go through difficult situations and people make us give us a hard time, or do negative things, take negative actions against us, we should also see it as the mercy of the Most High, because these are just the results of our past actions, because every action has a result. But we could stop this cycle of repeated birth and death by doing our activities in a way which is pleasing to the Most High. Because if you read the Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna is talking to Arjuna on the battlefield, Arjuna had a family dispute, and he was justified in fighting his family members to regain, the throne, the rightful throne. And because he thought that, the spiritual thing to do is to give up the battle and go in the forest and meditate on higher things, Krishna was telling him, no, take up your bow and fight. This is what I want you to do. You are your family is the rightful heir to the throne, so fight for it. And Arjuna didn't do it because he wanted to inherit the throne, or or because it was, he wanted to experience, the pleasures of being in control. He did it because it was pleasing to his relative Krishna, and by doing these activities to please the Most High, it becomes spiritual. And when we are when we have that deep intimate connection with Krishna, we know what is to be done and what is not to be done, because we are not, our mind is not dictated by the pleasures of this world. We don't need validation for our activities, because we are well aware of what the Most High wants from us, and we're not doing it for heavenly pleasures or followers, because we have that deep connection to the reservoir of all pleasure. We're not doing it out of fear, we're doing it out of love. And those who see things from a mundane level, they do not see or do not understand the intricacies of karma, and they just think that just by doing good that you are somehow doing something spiritual. You're selling yourself short, because you by yourself, you cannot, even if you had $1 billion, you can't rid the world of hunger or poverty, because everybody has their karma to live out, and just by doing good, you're not necessarily making the world a better place. it is, it's just in the mode of goodness. It could, it could be a very, it could make one attached to this material world unnecessarily, because the goal is not to make this temporary existence our home. And when we understand our relationship with the Most High, we know the difference between activities done in the mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance. And we're always acting these three modes. But when we are able to make our activities spiritual, that is when we become free from the illusions of this material world. People may be great personalities, they may do great things, but because they don't do it to please the Most High, they do it for their own selfish reasons, it is still illusion. Because there are an infinite number of living entities coming in and out of this material existence, and they're coming here out of their own free will. And it's not really your job. It's really up to the Most High, to do as He pleases. Our job is to get in line with what He wants, because He's the director. He's directing the how things come and go. And whether we serve Him directly or indirectly, He's still the director of the show. So it pays to be, in good terms with the director, in order to get out of this illusion, or to have the best outcome, ultimate outcome out of the whole scenario. So I hope this was of some value to you, and I could get some feedback. But anyway, I'm out. Hope you enjoyed the view.